The Ice and Magma Pacifista. Now, the Pacifista, if you didn't know, they are human weapons developed by the Marine and head scientist Dr. Vegapunk. They're cyborgs built in the mold of the Shichibukai Bartholomew Kuma, who was a cyborg prototype for this project. Now, Sentomaru stated that the funds required for the construction of just one Pacifista are just roughly equal to that of a Marine-issued battleship. Now, we've seen the Pacifista here and there. We saw them on Shabondi, we saw them. Basically, Shabondi was the main place where we saw the Pacifista, and every time we saw the Pacifista, they were wreaking havoc. I mean, they have to be a lot stronger than steel because Zoro tried to cut the Pacifista. Even he tried to cut the reinforced Kuma. Only a slight gash was there, so you know that the Pacifistas, they're tougher than metal. Bartholomew Kuma, he is a revolutionary, as we know, but why did he go to the side of the Marines? Why did he allow himself to be experimented on and be a prototype for these cyborgs? Now, that is anyone's guess. Maybe they're planning a huge coup where from the inside, all the Pacifistas, they're going to be programmed in a certain way to eventually take over the world government to aid the revolutionaries in taking over. That's anyone's guess, but for now, we're going to talk about Kuma and the next PX, okay? The next Pacifista. That is how they are identified. Just a little backstory. This happened in the past, but Kuma struck a deal with the Marines and he became a test subject for the Pacifista program developed by Vegapunk. He retained his free will for a while, but you're seeing with Kuma that is starting to go away. The Pacifistas are based on Kuma, obviously his whole attire, his makeup. Their weapons are based on the Nikyu no Mi, and that is the fruit of Kizaru, the light-based devil fruit. And it's saying, how was Vegapunk able to utilize Kizaru's fruit to make weapons? And if he was able to do this, what's the next step? Now, personally, I think the most appropriate step is to use the next admirals, the other fruits that are available to you. So obviously, you're going to have a PX that can use ice and a PX that can use magma. Now, just imagine a PX that is reinforced with metal. They jump higher than the regular human, and they're obviously faster than the regular human, and they have magma. Now, imagine a PX that can use magma and ice. Now, just the thought of these guys are going to be ridiculous. Now, people say the Pacifistas are trash. They got one-shotted by Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and Shabondi, but Sentomaru did state that those PXs that she had with them were the same prototypes from 2 years ago when they attacked the 11 supernovas. So the PX, when we see them again, they're going to be a lot more powerful, a lot more reinforced. Maybe they have Sea Stone. Maybe that's something that they add on, but they're going to have the fruits of Aokiji and Akainu. I feel that Aokiji and Akainu, maybe at first they were reluctant. Maybe they may not have Aokiji. Maybe he left too soon. But I feel like definitely they will have Akainu. They will have Magma. And having a PX reinforced with Sea Stone and having a Magma fruit, maybe they have some semblance of Kizaru's fruit as well, is going to be ridiculous. I'm not sure. It's going to be tough to beat. It's going to be tough to beat. Yes, the top tiers will be able to handle it, but for the most part, having a goddamn machine cyborg coming at you with magma and light, and we know the devastating abilities of these devil fruits, that is going to be a tough task and a lot to overcome. So I predict that in the future, we're going to see the upgraded versions of the PXs. They're going to have the lasers, probably reinforced with something. I'm thinking Sea Stone, and they're going to have the upgraded devil fruits, the ice, the magma. Maybe they will have some semblance of Fujitori's gravity, because we see, Kuma uses his paw fruit, and we've seen what that can do. Maybe they implement the gravity into his hands, actually. That could be used to subdue pirates. We don't know, but for the most part, I can pretty much say that they're going to have upgraded PXs with different devil fruits. Vegapunk was able to figure it out. Not really sure. We've seen them doing experiments. More than likely, they had Kizaru shoot up a bunch of things, and it was kind of copied. All the devil fruits kind of copied. The material, the makeup of the devil fruit was kind of copied, and they're going to use that, and they just basically duplicated that. That's what Vegapunk did. So they had to agree to be experimented on as well, and that is crazy that the admirals could succumb to this. But once you work for the Marines, you're their dog, essentially. So it is what it is. Let me know what you think about this. Seeing Akuma or PX with magma. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content. That would be dope. Quick shout out to my boy One Vision for the dope thumbnail. Check him out. Channel will be in the description box below.